Okay, I think I'm finally live now. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Starting this live video, we were approving member requests, and then I had some technical difficulties. And anyway, so we are live now. I'm really excited for today's topic because it's super fun. And a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions about how we were able to create these books just using AI. So yeah, I think it's gonna blow some of your minds a little bit. But there are so many cool tools available nowadays online for us to use for all kinds of things. So this is really going to be a fun video, and I think you'll like it too. So as usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the comments. I may or may not get to them like right away, but I will definitely go through at the end of the live to answer any questions that I may have missed. They don't always pop up where I can, like, the area for questions on Facebook Live is not very obvious, so if I'm not specifically looking for them, then it's kind of hard to find them sometimes. So just pop in your questions as we go, and yeah, we are gonna have fun today. So I'm gonna show you, first of all, the books that we created. So these are the two books. If you are in the Brampton Moms group, then this is the picture that you've seen of the two books that we created. So we created basically two different kinds of books. And then we ordered them just to see like how the whole process went. With the ordering and everything. So one of them is in black and white, and the other one, as you can see, is in color. The images are in color, and just the quality of the pages is better, and the quality of the cover is better. But overall, they're both excellent quality. They are legit, like, published books. They even have the book number and barcode there at the back, the ISBN number and everything. So, you know, this is about the author. Now, we created this with our 7-year-old, so obviously, you know, for privacy concerns, we didn't use her real name nor her real image. This image is actually also AI generated, even though it does look like my daughter, but she wanted red hair, so it looks like her with red hair. Yeah, so it was a super fun process, and she really enjoyed it. And excuse me, we're pretty techie in this house, so it was a fun process for all of us to do and learn from. So I wanted to share with you how we were able to do this, and so that you can see how you could potentially do it as well if you have ideas, book ideas yourselves, and how you can use AI also for other business ideas. There are so many different AI tools on the market these days, and a lot of them are free because it's still in the pretty early days of AI. Like, they've been around for maybe a year now, some of them, but every day things are evolving. The AI is getting better and better, and there are more companies coming out with more and more tools. And so I think that right now a lot of them are free because they are learning. They're still in the learning phase. So the more, how that works is the more that people use the AI, the more different ideas are input into it, the more images that are generated, the more that the AI learns basically how to come up with those things and how to do them properly. So right now there are some, you know, still quirky things with some of the AI tools. Like, just for example, the image on this book, on the cover, we chose the image of the girl facing the forest because the girl facing us had like wonky eyes or too many teeth. So sometimes the images that you generate are not perfect. The AI is still learning, like I said, and I guess over time it's going to learn that, you know, human adults only have so many teeth, and, you know, the eyes should be shaped like this, and they should be symmetrical, and so on. So over time, these tools are just going to get better and better. And but take advantage now while they're free, because they're still amazing. There's still so many images that you can use for different things. Like, take advantage now and leverage them for yourselves and to be able to make money online. So I'm going to get into what we used, the tools that we used, and how we went about this process. So basically, we had the idea for 2 books. So, well, my daughter had the idea for 2 books, so that's why we created the 2. And we started with Lily and the Enchanted Forest. Like I said, the quality was not as good, but and the images, no, the images are pretty good actually. But anyway, we started with this one, and we weren't too sure how to like format it and things like that. So like, and the costs were higher for the color images and so on. So anyway, so this one we did it kind of in the lower quality, even though it's still excellent quality. And then we got better, and we're able to do this one. So essentially what we did was my daughter had the idea for the books. So we input the idea into an AI tool called ChatGPT. Now, I don't know if you've heard of ChatGPT yet. Honestly, I just heard of it myself maybe a month ago, and since then I've been hearing about it everywhere online. So it's existed for about a year, I think now, or almost a year, but it's really been blowing up in the last few weeks, I would say, because like I said, everywhere online, I'm hearing about ChatGPT, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. So we decided to have a look into this ChatGPT and see what everyone's talking about, and we just got around to doing that, on the weekend, and that's when we created these 2 books, just fooling around with ChatGPT. So once you pull up ChatGPT, you can actually type in. You can use that for anything. Literally, you can use it for any type of writing that you can even think of. You can write children's books. You can write social media posts. You can write blog posts. You can write sales pages, website copy, like any of those things you can create with ChatGPT. And even if you don't have like a full-fledged idea, you can still use it, and it will help you to generate, and it will just build off of your one maybe vague idea, right? So my daughter had the idea of having a character in an enchanted forest, or in a forest, and she wanted it to be magical. The girl would have magical powers or something like that. So we entered in just kind of a vague description based off of that. ChatGPT, write me a story about a young girl in a forest who has magical powers or something like that. And it basically gave us, so we said, write us an outline for a story with those parameters, and it gave us the outline for it. So it gave us the table, like the different points. I think there's 4 chapters in here. So it gave us 4 chapters. And we did a similar thing with this one, Lily's Easter Magic. But this one, it actually gave us, I guess we were a bit more descriptive. So it actually gave us like titles for the chapters. So when we input that, then we said, okay, so now give us chapter 1 of this story. And ChatGPT came up with the name Lily to begin with. So we were like, okay, give us chapter 1 of Lily's, and it gave us the title even of the book. So give us chapter 1 of this description that you've given us. And it gave us chapter 1. So we had to edit certain things, of course, a little bit, but for the most part, it created the entire books. So with this one, it had the names of the chapters. So we said, okay, so create chapter 1, an adventurous hunt of the Lily's Easter Magic book. And it was pretty bang on. Like, everything made sense. It was, I guess because we were a bit more vague with the first one. So the second one was more detailed. The more detail you put in, the more detail it will output sometimes. But you can play around with it, and you know, like the grammar, the spelling was good. Like this is really game changing, honestly. Especially if you suffer from writer's block sometimes, or you have to write blog posts but you can't think of what to write, or you know, you don't have enough ideas. Like this is going to change the game for you. So ChatGPT, I highly recommend. It's an awesome tool, and it's completely free right now still. So I'm going to be definitely creating more books with it, and playing around with it more. So that's what we did for the text of the books. So next I'm going to get into what we did for the images of the books, because we did not create any of these images. They're all created using AI as well. And like I said, if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, you can go ahead and pop them in the comments below, and pop on to say hi, just to give me a shout out, because it says I'm live, but sometimes Facebook is just the pits. So pop on, say hi, let me know you're hearing me okay. Have you been hearing me okay? Yeah, pop on, say hi, let me know. Let me know you've been hearing me and seeing me and all of that before I continue. Okay, so next, the images for the books. So for the images, we used a tool called PixArt. Now, you might have heard of PixArt already, and that's because PixArt basically has added the AI functionality recently, or somewhat recently. So what we did, and it's similar to ChatGPT in that it takes your text, you type in a text of, you know, what type of image you want it to generate, and it takes your text and it creates the image based on what you input, what text you input. So for example, you can type in, give me, okay, so we want a magical Easter bunny in a magical forest. And then they also have buttons that you can select for different types of images. So you can you can click, there's a realism button, there's a futuristic, 3D, contemporary art, what else do they have? Like cartoon, all kinds of different like styles, if you will, of image or of art. So you can click on whatever it is that you, what kind of style you want your image to have, and then it will generate that for you. So for example, for this, let's say for this image, we said, okay, we want a young girl in a magical forest, and then we clicked on the surreal and magical or something like that. Like we clicked a couple of buttons to describe like the style that we wanted, and then it just generated the picture for us like that. So for each picture in each book, we basically input a description of what we wanted the picture to show. I keep getting this pop-up message. Okay, of what we wanted the picture to show, and then it would generate the image for us. Now, if you don't like the image that it generates initially, you can also click find more, or whatever the button is, and it will generate more images for you. And it will keep going until you find an image that you're happy with. Okay, so all of these images were generated. Like, look how amazing that is. It's a magical forest. So all these images were generated using AI. Okay, we didn't touch up any of the images at all. We just picked what we liked, what we thought looked good, and went with the story, and that's what we used. Okay. Look at that. And then we formatted the book just using Word, and that took a fair bit of time. So that was probably most of the work, was trying to get it formatted appropriately for like book size. So now we have the templates for that that we can give you also. I'll talk about that a bit later on, but yeah, so now we've made them into templates. So going forward, whatever, you know, children's books that we write are going to be in the same format with the same measurements and all of that. So it'll be much easier the next time around. So that is how we generated the images for the books. So if you're watching, just pop on and say hi, and let me know that you're hearing me and seeing me okay. And let me know what your thoughts are so far. I'm curious to know what you're thinking about these tools and about the process and everything. So, and if you have questions, let me know as well, okay? Okay, so now the publishing portion. So once we generated the story and we added the images and we had everything kind of formatted in a Word document, we published the books on Amazon KDP, which is also free. So it stands for Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, and it's basically, it's a free way for just the average person to publish whatever books or content that they want to publish, essentially. So I don't know if you've heard of it before. Let me know if you've heard of it before or not, or if you've heard about it and been curious about it. So we had never used it before. You know, I have a Kindle, I have the Kindle app, and like I've read books on Kindle, but we've never used it before. So that was an interesting process too. Excuse me. So it did take some more formatting, even beyond, you know, what we had already formatted in Word, to get it to the proper measurements for the Kindle KDP requirements. But now that we've done it, we know how to do it going forward. So anyway, so we used Amazon KDP, and it's you follow the process. It's a little bit tricky, but you know, we figured it out, and it basically gives you the ISBN number, which means that it's like a legit book, and it's a legit published book. So it gives you the ISBN number. It formats the whole book for you. It formats the cover of the book as well. And it allows you to put in, you know, the author, about the author, and then like a blurb about the book, which we also generated with ChatGPT at the end. We said, okay, can you write us a however many word summary that Amazon KDP allowed about the book that you just wrote? And it just gave us the whole summary as well. So yeah, so we ended up publishing it on Amazon KDP. Now, the beauty of Amazon KDP is that you don't technically need to promote your books anywhere. Amazon KDP is super popular for readers, so and it works the same way as Amazon. So there's already a ton of traffic there. All people need to do is find your book. So if they're searching, for example, we wrote an Easter book. So if someone's searching for, you know, an Easter book for a gift for their kids or to read with their kids, then they're going to type in, you know, stories, Easter stories or Easter books for kids, and it's going to come up in their search. So the main thing you need to keep in mind is using search terms when you're describing your book, so that the people searching on Amazon can find it. Okay, but yeah, so it's technically passive income, because once you've created the product, Amazon KDP is what takes care of actually like binding it and putting it together and even shipping it out. And on Amazon, you can also order anything as a gift. Right? So if people are looking for books as gifts for kids in their life, then they can even click on, you know, gift wrap it, and it can be gift wrapped. And we received our books within like 24 hours. Printed, published, like bound, everything, and shipped to our house within about 24 hours. Yeah. From the time that we posted it and published it on Amazon. So it's it's incredible. Now, the pricing of these, I believe after all the fees and the printing costs and everything, shipping, we make about $2 on each of these books. Two something maybe on each of these books. Okay, so, but they take care of everything for you. You literally don't have to lift a finger or do a thing, and people will get your bound published books delivered to their house. Now there's also a cheaper version that people can purchase if they wanted to purchase the book just as an ebook, so on their Kindle. Then I believe the book price is like half the price, and I can't remember what the commission is off of those, but yeah, that's an option too if people prefer to buy it as an ebook format. So anyway, these tools are just absolutely amazing, I think, honestly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments so far. And I'm going to also just go over a few other business ideas that you can start using AI, the free AI, either that I've talked to you about already or that exists online, other tools. So obviously, there's so much potential with this whole book publishing on Amazon KDP. You can write, I mean, the type of books that you can write and publish are endless, essentially. So you can do children's books. There's different formats also of children's books, so it's not just that size. They also have different sizes and styles that you can choose from. But other than children's books, you can publish even actual novels if you have an idea for a novel. And even if you just have like the idea, again, like I said, ChatGPT will help you with that, and it'll generate something. So even if it's not perfect or not exactly what you were hoping for, you can just edit it and work with it. It gives you something like a base to work off of, right? So yeah. Now, aside from writing and publishing your own books, you can use ChatGPT to become like a ghostwriter or ghost blogger, especially. There's so many small businesses that have websites and blogs on their websites, and blogging takes a lot of time. I've had, a few websites for different businesses. I've written blogs for other businesses, like writing a proper blog, doing the research on the topic and writing everything like in a good readable format using a lot of SEO like keywords and stuff is not a quick process. So you can use ChatGPT to write a blog about whatever topic you want, because it'll scour the internet for all the correct information about whatever topic it is that you want to write about. And then put it together for you. So I do recommend fact checking, especially if you're writing like a nonfiction blog or a blog about medical topics or whatever. Like, still fact check, because like I said, it's still in the learning phase and it's not perfect. So you want to make sure that if you're going to publish content, that it's going to be accurate. However, that being said, it will still write the whole blog for you. And then you just need to fact check each point, right? And maybe edit it, which you can run through Grammarly. And that's another AI tool. You can run it through Grammarly to make sure the spelling and the grammar and all of that is correct as well. So yeah, you can write blogs for other people, write sales pages, website copy, social media posts. You can also offer social media management services, because between ChatGPT for the text and then PixArt for the images, I mean, you can generate, social media posts very quickly. Let's see, what else? Oh, there's another tool that is really cool and that we've used before called Synthesia. And Synthesia is basically you can create an avatar to look however you want. So you can even create an avatar that looks like yourself if you want. And the avatar will speak whatever text you type in for it to speak. So I know my husband's used it previously. Actually, he has a subscription for it because he uses it for his business a fair bit to create presentations about the business services. So you can use that to help businesses create their own presentations. Or if you wanted to even start a YouTube channel, but you don't want to show your face. I know a lot of the times when I speak with people who would like to start a business, the thing holding them back is because they think that they have to show their face to do whatever it is, right? To promote the business or to start a YouTube channel, and they're like pretty hesitant about that. So with Synthesia, which is another AI tool, you can input whatever text you want, and the person, your avatar, will be speaking your text, and it's very realistic. Like, they've got it down pretty well. It's not like robotic, like when you're speaking to Google or when you're speaking to any of those assistants or whatever that you have on your phone. It's a very realistic voice and a very realistic avatar as well. It looks like a human. Like, initially when he first published his first presentation and he showed it to his business partner, he couldn't even tell that it wasn't a real person. So that's how good that it's gotten already. So yeah, you can create presentations for small businesses. You can create a YouTube channel with that, or even a TikTok channel if you wanted to promote another business or whatever. It's a great tool that you can use if you don't want to show your face. What else? If you are musically inclined, there's even a music tool that can create melodies or beats or whatever type of music that you like, guitar, type rock style music. And then there's another AI tool. I don't remember the names of them though. I just remembered it now, that you can do that. But there's another one that you can that will write lyrics for you for a song. My husband has used them before to write some original songs, and he's posted them on YouTube. If you're curious to hear what they sound like, let me know in the comments, and I will post the link to the YouTube channel just so that you can, it's not like a YouTube channel that he promotes or whatever, it's just somewhere that he has posted the music to save it somewhere, but I can post the link for you if you're interested to hear what the music sounds like. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's so many different ideas that you can, of businesses you can start using different AI tools. And there's so many different AI tools out there. So essentially whatever you can conceive of, whatever you can think of, there's going to be a tool that you can use to help you with it. So post in the comments if you have any specific ideas yourself of something that you would like to do, and if you're wondering if there's an AI tool for it, then I can answer you and let you know. But yeah, I mean, another idea for a business using AI is you can also create your own original merch. Because if you're using PixArt, let's say, for graphics, you can type out via text like whatever type of image that you want it to generate, and put what kind of like style you want it to have, and then it'll generate an image for you that you can just save and use on merch, like t-shirts, mugs, whatever. Like, that's another idea, and it would take you just literally a few seconds to get images generated on AI that you can use. So now you need to also read the like the terms and conditions for each of the tools that you use, just to see like what the terms and conditions are in terms of reusing the artwork for commercial purposes. But so I don't know if you have to pay for that. I don't think so though. I think it would be very difficult for any of these companies to determine whether or not it was their tools image to begin with or not, right? They're all generated on the spot based on your information, or maybe they keep a history. I don't know, but read the terms and conditions just to make sure you don't get yourself in trouble. But it's not any different than like Canva or any of those other programs that may have terms and conditions. But of course, there are terms or conditions under which you can use the images generated for commercial use. You just have to make sure that you're using them properly and following the conditions. So that's it for today. I also wanted to invite you, if you wanted to join me next week, next Friday, I'm going to be hosting a workshop where I'm actually going to take you step by step through using ChatGPT, using PixArt, and the entire Amazon KDP process, from creating your Amazon KDP account, how to create your books on Amazon KDP, how to generate your ISBN number, how to get yourself listed, how to create your book, product profile, so that you get the most views, the most hits, and the most people to your books. And you'll also get all of the templates that we've created for different types of books. We've spent a lot of time creating templates that will work on Amazon KDP, so you'll get those templates as well, and a list of over 30 more business ideas that you can use AI for. So if you want to join me for that workshop, it's going to be a 2-hour workshop. It's going to be interactive. I'm going to help you step by step. We're going to talk about your ideas and how to bring them to life and get them going. Whether it's a book, whether it's you decide you want to create merch, or whatever it is that you are inspired to do. Using AI, we'll use the AI tools. I'll show you tutorials on how to use each of them, even Synthesia or some of the other ones that I briefly mentioned. And yeah, we'll get you up and running with AI. So let me know if you are interested in this workshop. I'm going to post the link in the comments so that you can check it out. Once you click the link, scroll down to the description so you can read everything that's going to be happening during the workshop, and you can sign up right there. So yeah, any comments or questions or anything like that, just post them, let me know. I don't see any questions right now, but I'm gonna come back around later on and answer questions if they do pop up later. People watching this on the replay, for example, just post replay if you're watching it on the replay, and any questions that you have, I'll be happy to answer. So that's it for me for today, and I will talk to you again soon. I hope you enjoyed today's live, and let me know your thoughts. Take care. Bye.